Okay, so right at the moment, I'm kind of regretting the fact that I told you guys I was going to do a video and update y'all regarding my doctor's appointment earlier, because the rate I'm pushing things at the moment, some of my results will be in, should be today on some of my lab work. And I could have just summed it all up in one toke. But because I'm a woman of my word, and yeah, I'm one of those people, I stick to my word, I hold myself to it because that's what I told you guys. And with that territory comes a few things for me that I must mention. Although many of you that have, known me the past couple years or follow me closely or aware of the Morgellons, there's some that are just now starting to follow, or maybe perhaps are just now tuning in. And of course, because it fits in medically where I'm concerned, and it's something I feel necessary to advocate for and raise awareness about, of course I've got to mention it. So yeah, I'm sorry to reiterate myself, guys, but it's the way it is. So with that, I got to bring up the damn Morgellons. And that shit really sucks. I've found that a very depressing subject for me lately. And because of the nature of Morgellons, I'm not going to narrow it down to one thing. It's so complex. But the more material I listen to, etc., it's my best guess is bioweapon. It's got a patent, and they spray it on us via chemtrails. The only difference between you and me is my body recognizes the nanomaterial in it and is rejecting it. Anyway, the CDC and the government went to great lengths to cover this up. So therefore, trying to get medical help is like insane. They want to dismiss you as woohoo crazy. Yeah. And see, me, I've went to medical school, so I graduated with honors, mind you. Kind of insulting when, not to mention I've been through several extensive back surgeries. I've been through a lot in the medical field. I did my own extern for my own orthopedic doctor, mind you. So to get dismissed as loony just doesn't work for Angel. And that's just not my cup of tea. And so I was very adamant and discussing things with my doctor. And I found a way to, in fact, confirm my Morgellons. And it actually floored him. So now at least when I go into his office on the few occasions I do get to see him, I'm at liberty to now discuss and bring up the word Morgellons without him looking at me like I'm insane. So many in the Morgellons community are so familiar with just getting dismissed as crazy or treated just really horribly by those of our peers that are quite ignorant, because it's really strange. Very strange. And so because it's so unbelievable, it's so much easier for people to just dismiss us as nuts. That works for you guys, but see, it doesn't work for us. So with that said, I went in today with high hopes because I actually got to see the doctor face to face today. And I told you guys before I may have lymphatic cancer. Well, it's not something I've been wanting to confirm, but it is something, in fact, my mother would like to know about. It's one more thing I can't control that I've got to let go. I really don't want to know about it, Ma, but, she wanted to know. So I inquired. And see, I already knew and was aware I have a hypothyroid. But apparently there's, which they're not related and they don't perform the same thing. I found that out. I went to medical school and stuff, but you don't learn everything. Not for medical office specialists, you don't. Anyway, or doing, the extern I did for my orthopedic, I didn't learn some of these things. We've got a parathyroid. So it's like behind the thyroid, and there's 4 of those glands, and I tell you guys all the time, I'm singing with a sore throat, I'm singing despite it, and that I may have lymph cancer. Well, apparently my parathyroid levels are hyperactive, whereas my thyroid is hypo, which means underactive, or, low. It's like under. As well as some other, minimal concerns in my health. But some things he was going to test me on. And I inquired as to get another Lyme testing done, because 2/3 of Morgellons sufferers usually, in fact, test positive for Lyme. They just kind of go hand in hand. And when I initially saw this doctor, that was my way of confirming the Morgellons. And it floored him. He called me back, "You were unequivocally positive for Lyme." Well, the second testing, and I'm assuming it's because they have a tendency usually to test false positive, but they can, however, test false negative. And so on the second one, I tested false negative. I asked about another testing. The nurse practitioner denied me. Well, today I asked the doctor, and he's like, "Well, because it's untreatable, it's really kind of pointless." And, he really didn't want to send me for you. I said, "Understandable." I said, "But, sir, I understand where to stand, because it's just like, when, say, AIDS or cancer was on the brink, nobody knew what they were dealing with. They didn't know how to treat it. They didn't know, Well, that's the same thing with Morgellons. Most of the Morgellons community don't even go to their doctor and say, "Hey, you know what, I've got Morgellons," in the doctor's office. They just don't, because they know they'll get dismissed as delusional. And like I said, our government, CDC, went to great lengths to cover it up, so we're just, we're nuts. I'm crazy by character, but I'm not insane in the brain. Sorry. I'm actually fairly intelligent. But that said, I told him that's the only way I have to confirm where I stand with the Morgellons. Because they go hand in hand, and because it can't be treated, that if I still test positive on the Lyme, then I know I still, in fact, have the Morgellons. And I'm kind of hoping me sticking with the, following the laws of attraction teachings and my power of positive thinking, I'm kind of hoping it works somewhere. So I want tested here and there. And so I kind of pushed him in the corner today and requested that. And it just happened so LabCorp was there on site in the doctor's office and able to do that testing. So I should have the results on whether or not I have lymphatic cancer by tomorrow. Which I kind of have my own guess on that, but I'm just not going to sweat it right now. It is what it is. And as far as the Lyme test, I should have the results by the end of the week. And really, I'm powerless to either if they come back. So it doesn't do me much good to know, except for it helps me confirm and validate some things for myself. Well, and to him, and of course the Morgellons community and others like me that are afflicted with what I must suffer. So, anyway, y'all say a prayer for me. Please send me some positive, good energy my way, some good healing vibes. Please send me some much love and send your prayers my direction. I could really use it right now to kind of sum it all up. And above all, just please keep singing with me. Even when I suck and sound like crap, after everything I just shared with you, realize there's a reason. A lot of people that have Morgellons have babesia, or I don't even know what the hell that is, and can't even sing. And I pushed through it despite the fact I may even have lymphatic cancer, because singing makes me happy, and I'm trying to overcome my health problems. And, I've already had extensive back surgeries. I have a back disability. I suffer from chronic depression. So guys, just sing with me. Help me overcome it all. That's all I ask you guys. If you enjoy singing with me, just keep doing it. Even the days I suck or the songs I suck at and I'm singing myself voiceless, just please keep singing with me. That's all I ask. I love you guys so much. Don't ever stop singing with me. Much love as always. Snuggle Bug.